Hello crafty YouTubers, it's the Cranky Crafter here. My name's Sarah and welcome to my channel. Now today I'm coming on because the wonderful Gareth Frewer of G's Creations here on YouTube, he set a couple of us a challenge that we were to take £5 to our pound shop, which is the equivalent of your dollar store if you're an American. And we were only allowed to buy obviously 5 products from our pound shop and create something like for a house decor or something for either for Halloween or fall, which is autumn here in the UK. Yes, so that is what we all did. We took our money and we went along and we bought some various products, and now I recorded the video of where I actually made my product, but it was so long, and I mean so long, and I said like I couldn't even edit it down to a simple 10 minutes. So I'm going to show you what I used and then talk you through what I made and how I made it, because it's going to be a lot quicker than sorry G, but I mean it's self-explanatory anyway. So yes, now let me show you what I actually bought for my project. Now I bought a set of microwave containers, 8, and you only need 1, so you use 1 and then you've got 7 that you can use in your kitchen. So 7 of these little pots with lids was my first product that I chose to use, so I used 1 of these. Come on, got no strength today. There you go. So I used 1 of those. Then I used 1 of these fish bowls. Oops. So I used 1 of these. Then I bought a pack of these, which was, you got 2 for 1 in here because you got the webbing and you got 12 spiders with it, but they were rings, but I cut the back off. So those. Then I got a set of lights, and you can use any lights for these. I haven't got another set of the ones I used, because mine had little pumpkins on. Do these have pumpkins on? No, but you can put them, it's showing that you can put them in pumpkins. But so I used a set of lights like these. In actual fact, the pumpkins that came on them I didn't actually use, but they're they're just battery lights like these, and you get them for £1. These ones are orange. So I used a set of these which had little pumpkins on, and I took the pumpkins off and used them for inside the thing. And then I got a wobbly witch. Now these are what I'm talking about by wobbly witch. You get these, they light up from the lights or the sun, and then they dance, they wobble. Can you see? They wobble. I haven't got another wobbly witch, I'm just going to show you like that. So what I did is I took all this plastic bit off the bottom, but I still wanted the witch to move, and inside it's got like a little weight, and I kept the weight so that I could pop it inside. And if I did have a I can't seem to find him at the moment. Let me see if I can find him. Oh look, I found the pumpkins now. So here were the pumpkins that go on to the lights that I used. And then, yeah, I'll show you what I mean. So, the witch I bought was originally like this on a stand, and then what I did, as I said, I took the stand apart and I broke it down to something like this. And this is a mummy. And look, as I said, it's got this weight thing on the bottom, which to wiggle it swings backwards and forwards like that. So I didn't want to get rid of this part, and I needed this part to glue down on top of my base. So that's, I broke it down to something like that. Now I shall show you what I made, and then I shall tell you how I did it. So my project for the pound store, I made a Halloween globe. Oh, sorry about the glare, folks. Oh, can I get rid of that glare? Hang on. What if I turn that off for a minute? There you go. And you can see it better anyway. So this is what I made. My Halloween globe. And you can see my witch in there. And if I wiggle it, it's... not that you can see, but the witch still moves if I wiggle it. And these look great at night, by the way, peeps. And here's the pot at the bottom, and you just pop the lights inside the pot at the bottom there, and then you just decorate the globe which sits on top of the pot. It's brilliant. Look, and even at night time all the light shines through. You do have to, yeah, the only thing is these lids don't stay on these pots very well at the bottom, and with the weight of the lights it keeps pushing it off. But that witch still dances in there. Isn't it great? So it's like a Halloween snow globe, only when you tilt it up, nothing comes. No, there's no snow in it. Could rain pumpkins, I suppose. Could have put all the other pumpkins in there, couldn't I? That would have been a really good idea. And then maybe it's lovely, isn't it? I love it. Right, let's put my light back on and I'll tell you how I did it. So what I did is I got my pots. You probably, it's self-explanatory, isn't it, really? Because I cut a hole in the top of the pot so that my little counterweight here could go through the hole. So you have to cut it big enough so not only will it go through, but it will swing a little bit as well, and that's to keep it moving. If you just cut a hole and you put it down, this counterweight, which swings backwards and forwards like that, is not going to move. So cut a hole in the base, and then cut it sort of like a little bit of an oblong, and then you pop it in, and then you glue this down to the top of your base. Then you get your bowl and you stick. Now this is where I had difficulties, seriously. You should have seen my video, you would have been in hysterics, because trying to get this stuff to stick inside here was a nightmare. Hot glue doesn't work, folks, and I burnt myself and all sorts. So what I suggest you do is, if you can afford to wait, which I couldn't because I was filming a video, I would use something like Glossy Accents. If you have to do it quick like I did, don't try and use hot glue because it doesn't work. I use double-sided tape in the end, but just to get some of this to stick on the inside of the pot, and hence the reason why there is a covering on the outside of my pot, because you could see the tape from the outside, which I didn't like, so I covered the outside of mine as well. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can just do the outside, or you can just do the inside. Now it does look good, I've got to say, with it on the outside, because the light shines through it at night time and it's really quite spooky. So yeah, so you take your webbing and you cover it. I cover mine on the inside, but don't cover, you've got to leave this front part of your pot, of your bowl, because obviously you've got to see through. As you can see with mine, I left the front part with no covering on. And there's my batteries. I'm going to take those out for the minute so you can see what's going on. So yeah, so there's my witch, look, and if I can still, the steel dances in there, look. Yeah, so I covered it on the inside just to give it some like dimension, and then like it's also, and then put some of the spiders inside as well, and then I decorated this after gluing the witch on. I covered that as well in the webbing, and then put some pumpkins on. And put some of these pumpkins on as well, as you can see, and put some spiders on as well, and then you can still, if you're careful, slide this inside. So that's what I did. I decorated all the inside, I put the spiders on, I put the witch on, I put the pumpkins on, or whatever you want to decorate yours with, and then I carefully slid that inside, and then decorated the outside with some more webbing, and put some more spiders on, which I hate spiders, but they do look good when I know they're plastic. And then you get your batteries, your lights even, and you pop them inside your pot underneath, and then you pop the bottom on. Well, that's why it keeps coming off, because there's a bit of glue there. Oh. Yeah, maybe I'll put the glue there to keep it on for a bit. But you need a lid that can go on and off because of turning the batteries on and off. So then you put your lid on, and there you have it. And what the good thing about this is, because it's not stuck down to this, see, it's not stuck down, it slides into place. You can tilt this so that when it sits at an angle like that. Oh, it's hard to explain, but if you look at the base, how I've got it, it sits more to the back than it does at the front. There's a bigger gap at the front than there is at the back. It goes right down to the bottom, and that's so that you can angle your globe, I'm calling it, upwards like that. So there you have my project. This is my all made, and I didn't add anything from my own stash except for glue, and it was made for £5, or in my case less, because I had a 99p store, not a pound shop. So yeah, so £4 and was it 96 or 95, something like that, and that is how much mine cost to make. So why don't you go and make yourself one and see what you come up with. And look, I still got to 15 minutes because honest to God, I could talk for England, couldn't I, really? But hey ho, I'd like to see if you make one, then send us a picture, and so I can have a look. So right, that's me done, and I hope you enjoyed my little project. I'm going to make another one now to sit on both sides of my room. So yeah, and I'm just going to show you and turn the light off again so you can see how spooky it looks. Spooky. Spooky. Bye folks.